I am Dr. Pravina Piste, Professor in Chemistry at Raj Shikshan Sanstha's Arts, Science and Commerce College, Ramanagar, Borli. Today we will study here Organic Chemistry, Paper 10 for the BSc Part 3rd. The name of the topic is Infrared Spectroscopy. Our inspiration, founder of Raj Shikshan Sanstha, Padma Bhushan, Dr. Karmavir Bhaurav Patil. This video is for educational purpose only. No copyright infringement. This copyright belongs to its rightful owner. The credit goes to respective video music composers and singers. The pictures, images, names and or photographs shown and or depicted in this video tutorial are for representation purpose for ease of understanding the subject. The pictures, images, names and or photographs used are for educational purpose only. Now we will see here the infrared spectroscopy. In this topic, we will study the some points. First one is the discovery and introduction. The second one, principle of IR spectroscopy. And third one is the infrared instrumentation with its schematic diagram. Now, first of all, we see the first point, that is the discovery of IR radiation. Now, who discovered the IR radiation? Obviously, the William Herschel discovered the IR radiation. In 1800, the William Herschel tested the heating power of the colors of the solar spectrum. He placed a sensitive thermometers at the various locations in the spectrum, and he found that the maximum heating effect took place outside the red end of the visible spectrum and discovered the infrared light. That is, the William Herschel discovered the IR radiation. Now see, the next point is that the introduction of IR spectroscopy. See here the electromagnetic spectrum, the infrared region which lies in between the visible region and microwave region. Now let us see about the IR spectroscopy. The infrared spectroscopy is the spectroscopy that deals with the infrared region of the electromagnetic spectrum, that is light with the longer wavelength and lower frequency than the visible light. It covers a range of the techniques, mostly based on the absorption spectroscopy. It is one of the most widely used the tools for the investigation of structures of the unknown organic compounds. The IR spectrum of an organic compound provides the information about the functional group present in the organic compound. That is, the IR spectroscopy deals with the functional group present in the organic compound, hence the structure of the molecule. The spectrum is obtained within the 3 to 7 minutes and require a very small milligram of the sample. that is the 0.1 milligram is also the sufficient for the detection of the organic compound. The absorption of the infrared radiations causes the various bands in the molecule to the stretch and bend with respect to one another. The most important region for an organic chemist is 2.5 micron to the 15 micron, in which the molecular vibrations can be detected and measured in an infrared spectrum. Now see about the infrared region. The infrared region is mainly divided into the three regions. First one is the near IR region. The second one is the middle IR region. It is also called as ordinary IR region. And third one is the far IR region. IR region in the electromagnetic spectrum, which starts from the 12,500 to 50 per centimeter. Now see here the near IR region, which lies in between the 12,500 to 4,000 per centimeter. The middle IR region, which lies in between 4,000 to 667 per centimeter, while the far IR region, which lies in between 667 to 50 per centimeter. But out of these three regions, the middle IR region or the ordinary IR region is used for determination of structure of an organic compound. Now see here, the middle IR region or the ordinary IR region is again divided into the three regions. First one is the functional group region, second one is the fingerprint region, and third one is aromatic region. The functional group region, which lies in between 4,000 to 1300 per centimeter, and this region is due to the stretching vibration. The second is the fingerprint region, which lies in between the 1300 to 909 per centimeter. This region is due to the stretching as well as the bending vibration. And third one is the aromatic region, which lies in between the 909 to 667 per centimeter. And this region is due to only bending vibration. Here, the functional group region require the higher energy and occurs at higher frequency. The secondly, the aromatic region require lower energy and occurs at lower frequency. And the fingerprint region, which lies in between the functional group region and aromatic region. And this is specially used for the sample comparison. That is, the fingerprint region is used for the sample comparison. The aromatic pattern we can study it or see in the aromatic region. All the functional group which is present in the organic compound we can see in the spectrum in the region, the functional group region. Now see the next one is the principle of IR spectroscopy. In the vibrations of molecule, covalent bonds behaves as if they were tiny spring and it is connected to the two masses, that is the atoms. The atoms in a molecule do not remain at fixed positions with respect to each other but actually vibrate back and forth about an average value of the interatomic distance. See the figure, it's showing the vibrate back and forth. At the room temperature, most of the molecules are in the lowest vibrational state. The change in the energy levels are caused by absorption of IR radiation. The absorption of IR radiation involves the excitation of molecule to the higher vibrational state, lower vibrational state to the higher vibrational state, and is quantized. The vibration increases in the amplitude when the electromagnetic radiation increases, and it goes to the next vibrational level, and from the excited state of molecule then it returns to the original ground state with the release of energy, and it releases the energy in the form of heat. All the bonds in a molecule are not capable of absorbing the infrared energy, but only those bonds which there is a change in the dipole moment, it will be absorb energy, and that are called as the IR active molecule. Thus, these are responsible for the absorption of the energy in the infrared region. On the other hand, the vibration transitions which takes place by change in dipole moment of the molecule are not directly observed, and these are infrared inactive. For example, you can take the vibrational transition of the diatomic molecules, that is the CO, NH, OH, etc. These bands are accompanied by the change in the dipole moments, and therefore it absorbs the strongly in the infrared region. But the transitions in the carbon-carbon bond, that is the similar atoms, in the symmetrical alkenes say or alkynes are not, there is a change in the dipole moment, so do not absorb in the infrared region. And therefore, for the absorption of the IR radiation, what it requires, there must be change in the dipole moment. If there is a change in dipole moment, then it becomes more active. Now see, the greater the dipole moment change through the vibration, the more intense the electromagnetic field that is generated. Now see, the third point is the infrared instrumentation. See here, the most important source of the infrared light for scanning the spectrum of an organic compound is Nernst glower. This Nernst glower, which consists of a rod of sintered mixture of oxides of zirconium, ytterbium, and erbium. The rod is electrically heated to the 1500 degrees Celsius to produce the infrared radiations. A rod of silicon carbide can also be used, and it has been electrically heated to produce the infrared radiations. To obtain the monochromatic light, optical prisms or grating can be used. For the prism material, glass or quartz cannot be used, since they absorb strongly through the most of the infrared region. Sodium chloride or the certain alkali metals halides are commonly used as a cell containers or for prism materials, as these are the transferred to the most of the infrared region under consideration. Sodium chloride is the hygroscopic, and is therefore protected from the condensation of moisture by working at a suitable temperature. And here the grating gives a more resolution than do the prisms at higher temperature. Now see the working of the IR instrumentation. The light from the source is split into the two beams. One of the beams is passed through the sample container under investigation and is called as the sample beam. The other beam is called as a reference beam. Now when the beam passes through the sample, it becomes less intense because the IR light is absorbed by the sample. Therefore, it becomes the less intense due to absorption of the certain frequencies by that sample. Now there will be the difference in the intensities of the two beams. Now let us consider I0 be the intensity of the reference beam and I be the intensity of the beam after interaction with the sample respectively. Then the absorption of the sample at the frequency can be calculated as capital A, that is the absorption, is equal to log I0 upon I. Also the transmittance, the T is equal to I upon I0. We know that the absorption and the transmittance are the reciprocal to each other. Therefore, the capital A is equal to log of I upon T. The intensities of the bands can be recorded as a linear function of the T against the corresponding wave number. The intensities of the two beams are converted into the measured as electrical energies with the help of detector thermopile. That is, the detector thermopile is used to conversion of IR light into the electrical energy. Now the two beams from the sample and the reference are made to fall on the segmented mirror M, that is also called as the chopper, with the help of the two mirrors. The chopper, which rotates at the definite speed and reflects the sample and reference beams to a monochromator grating. As the grating rotates slowly, it sends individually frequencies to the detector thermopile, which converts the infrared energy into electrical energy. It is then amplified with the help of amplifier. Due to the difference in the intensities of the two beams, alternating currents start flowing from the detector thermopile to the amplifier, and then the amplifier is coupled to the small motor which drives the optical wedge. The movement of the optical wedge is in turn coupled to a pen recorder which draws the absorption band on the calibrated chart, and the movement of the wedge continues till the detector receives light of the equal intensity from the sample and reference beams, and the calibration can be carried out by using the spectrum of the polystyrene. Now this is about the instrumentation and its the working. Now for the next video, visit Rayat Shikshan Sanstha's YouTube channel Rayat Knowledge Bank. Thank you for this watching the video. Thank you very much.